Inside the great hall of the Galactic Council, the final vote flashed on the screen. Exiled. Earth was out. No warning. No second chance. Across the stars, alien leaders cheered, believing the problem was solved. But Earth's ambassador said nothing. He simply looked up, nodded once, and walked away. That night, something strange happened. Human ships disappeared from every system. Stations went dark. Colonies emptied. No messages, no goodbye, just silence. The galaxy had expected anger or protests. Instead, they got a cold, quiet vanishing. One council member whispered, "Why did they leave so fast?" No one had an answer. A scout ship was sent to Earth's solar system. What they found was silence. Earth floated quietly, lifeless. Cities were empty, power was gone, and not a single human could be found. Even the orbiting satellites were dead. Then they discovered a small device on the moon, a beacon. As the ship moved closer, it activated. A cold voice spoke. "You wanted us gone. Remember that." Then the beacon exploded, damaging the ship. The crew returned, shaken and afraid. The council tried to act calm, but doubt was growing. Earth hadn't just disappeared. It had left a warning, and something was coming. Weeks passed. Then reports came in. Small colonies that once traded with Earth had gone silent. No distress calls, no signs of attack, just gone. Patrol ships arrived to find empty buildings, cold meals still on tables, and no life anywhere. Cameras had stopped recording. Systems wiped clean. One station had a single word scratched into metal. Watched. The council blamed pirates, but fear grew quickly. These weren't random attacks. They were clean, planned, silent. Someone whispered, "Humans never had this power before." Another replied, "Maybe we never understood them." Across the galaxy, leaders began to fear what Earth had become. The Council, growing desperate, enacted Code Black, an all-out lockdown on every military force. Fleets were dispatched to search every star system, but no sign of Earth, no trace of its ships. Instead, strange signals started to appear. They were faint at first, then stronger. They came from deep, uncharted space. The signals matched human technology, but they were different, more advanced. The Council ordered all frequencies monitored. Then, a message repeated, clearer each time. "We are watching." The fear grew. Something had changed in humanity. They weren't just exiled. They were preparing for something the galaxy wasn't ready for. A rogue bounty hunter, known for navigating the darkest corners of space, claimed he had seen it. A massive, hidden fleet beyond the reach of the Council's surveillance. He described ships bigger than any known battleships, all painted black and camouflaged in the shadow of a dying star. "They didn't chase me," he said, his voice trembling. "They didn't need to. They were waiting." The Council sent a small fleet to investigate, but when they arrived, all they found was static. No ships, no trace of the fleet, only a single image transmitted, an enormous ship, its nameplate reading, "Never Again." The galaxy was on edge. Strange, invisible attacks began to cripple the Council's power. Space stations went offline for a few seconds, long enough to cause chaos, then came back online with no explanation. Defense grids failed, communication channels went silent, and trade routes were disrupted. No enemy ships, no signs of assault, just moments of pure, unexplained disruption. The Council panicked, but couldn't find a cause. One commander said, "If Earth is behind this, they're doing it without firing a single shot." Something darker was at play. Humanity had become a ghost in the galaxy, haunting every corner, but never revealing itself. A research station, on the edge of known space, sent out a frantic distress signal. By the time a rescue fleet arrived, the station was in ruins. No explosions, no signs of external damage, just complete devastation inside. Rooms were empty, equipment was shattered, and on one wall a message was scorched into the metal. "We warned you." The rescue team found no survivors, only the cold remnants of a vanished crew. Back at the council, the realization sank in. Earth wasn't just erasing its enemies, it was erasing any trace of its existence. Humanity wasn't fighting a war. They were making the galaxy forget them. The council, now desperate, convened in secret. Reports flooded in from across the galaxy. Entire systems had gone dark, without explanation. The missing were never found. The only evidence left behind were faint, untraceable signals, too perfect to be random. The council debated, but no one had answers. The panic spread quickly. An unseen force was at work. One high-ranking officer whispered, "It's as if Earth never left. It's still out there, watching." Every report, every strange occurrence pointed to the same chilling truth. Earth wasn't just hiding. It had become something the galaxy couldn't understand or control. Suddenly, the first real attack came. A small civilian vessel, traveling through uncharted space, was pulled out of hyperspace by an unseen force. When the crew regained communication, they reported strange symbols carved into the ship's hull, symbols no one could identify. A warning? A message? Then the ship disappeared, leaving nothing but a flicker on the radar. A panic swept through the council as they realized Earth wasn't just watching, it had become a presence in the shadows, moving silently but with growing power. The galaxy was starting to understand. Earth was no longer the prey. It had become the predator. The final chilling truth dawned on the galaxy. A fleet of human ships, invisible to all detection systems, appeared at the edge of known space. They didn't announce their arrival. They didn't need to. The ships were silent, their designs unrecognizable yet unmistakably human. Across the galaxy, leaders watched in horror as a single transmission was broadcast. "We are not gone. We are just waiting." The message was clear. Earth had returned, not as a victim, but as a force to be reckoned with. The galaxy had cast them out. But humanity had become something the stars could no longer control. And it had only just begun.